How was this week for y'all?
Busy.
Everybody looks tired.
The same.
Very, very busy.
The hardcore working woman. In my back. You know they have pain that feel like it just goes straight through you and you feel it in your back, straight through your chest.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. My bad. Probably because that little sumo wrestler I be holding all dog all day long.
Don't
Shoot.
talk about that baby like that.
He be. If I'm gonna call him something, I'd rather it be me than anybody else off the street.
Don't talk about Jacks like that.
I call him Juicy Jack.
That's just Jay.
See, I already know. We breed sumos over here.
What we supposed to be talking about?
Uh,
Mm.
regrets. Life. I'm about to say that today. Did y'all see the story about the Florida couple who planned the whole wedding?
They're my kind of people.
I was gonna ask Jordan, would you do that? Because they thought the place was vacant.
And she said, the Lord said, this where we need to get married at. I mean,
I didn't know she had Jesus in there.
yeah. She said that's where the Lord wanted to get married at. But here's the thing. Here's why I wasn't mad at it, because it's low-key a brilliant idea.
Mm.
If it would have been vacant.
If it would have been vacant,
It was.
if it's a home that like ain't no cameras, ain't nobody checking in, like it's for sale, ain't nobody living there,
Yeah.
get in, get out. That's a dream. But this the thing that killed me, honey. Girl, they had to have 2 days of programming. They said come to my wedding on Friday and come back for brunch on Saturday.
Oh wow.
She had a whole itinerary planned.
Whole itinerary for the weekend. That's what killed me. Fine. You want to have a wedding? If you could get away with that, get away with that. But when the invitation was in that article, that next day, they was like, join us at our dream home for brunch. I said, ooh.
Oh, they sound like they wasn't gonna leave.
I said, y'all tried it.
I saw the part where they said our dream home. I was like, dang, they could have just said they was renting it. You know what I'm saying? It's a wedding, so you know, people. No, come visit our dream home. I'm like, what if somebody would have came back like after the wedding, like weeks later or something? You know?
It's really a great idea. Y'all did y'all dang. It's a show on Netflix, Selling Sunset. And it's about these people that work in real estate that live in LA, and they sell like very expensive, like high-end houses. And one of the girls ended up getting married in one of the houses that like they were trying to sell. And her wedding was the day that they were like a client was coming in to like view the house. So she's walking in like through like stop, getting her makeup and stuff done to meet her client, to walk them through the house, show them everything, and got married in the house. So I'm like, if I had that kind of pull, I mean, granted, but whatever. Yeah, if I had that kind of pull, go ahead, girl.
Yeah.
It sounded like they weren't planning on leaving though. Like they really legit thought the house was vacant.
You think they was gonna start squatting?
Yeah.
Like really?
You know they got some laws that protect some squatters. I don't know if that's the state.
And then for it to be the house of the heir of IHOP, the story just kept getting better.
Let's see, I didn't read all that.
Yeah.
I just saw the cover. That was it.
No, the story belongs to like the heiress of IHOP.
Oh wow.
Very cool.
Yeah, people.
Where you want your wedding to be at? Does that squat net a mention?
If she can, why not? Can I come now? If you do that.
If that was an option.
If you do that, then I want to come.
If squatting at a mansion was not the option, where you want your wedding to be?
I just want to be nosy. I want to look around.
Well, I'm gonna have to save those details because I don't want to ruin the element of surprise for anyone. So that's all I got. Whenever it happened, I just want everybody to
We're just gonna show
not know what to expect. Just
you gonna do a Jeannie Mai and what you gonna think where they had people just show up and said it was gonna be held at a secret location. They had people wherever they got to that location, they had people shuttle them to their house. Nobody knew that where the wedding was.
That's a good idea.
Jeannie Mai and Jeezy.
That's a good idea.
But like I said though, if you do the mansion though, I want to come.
Let's try back to the mansion. Call me for the mansion.
I mean, because I fly in, I come. You ain't even gotta feed me. I'll be cool. I was just telling my husband the other day. I said somebody need to get married, but not nobody close enough to us where we in the wedding. Just people so we can be in the audience. So then we can eat for free, have a good party, have a good time, and don't have to worry about it. See, because when you're in the wedding, it's like you pay for being there. Like the last couple of weddings we've been to, everybody like, ooh, especially my husband. Oh, he been in the wedding after wedding. I was in the. I'm like, dude, we just want to sit on the side, eat the food, chill out. Dance, have a good time, see people we ain't seen in years. But I don't want to pay to be there because when you in it, you paying. I don't want to pay to be there. Everybody else for free. Why can't I be for free? I was about this. I guess it don't matter. I mean, but some people, when I want to be, distant enough where they ain't asking to be in it.
Right. Have you ever been thrown in a wedding at the last minute?
Oh no, because that's something that I could not participate in.
I was this close because somebody's sister didn't want to participate. And they was like, Shantae, will you be in it then? But she got back on board. I was like, thank the Lord. But I wouldn't have had to pay for a dress. We were the same size. So I would have been cool with it.
I've been thrown into 2 weddings at the last minute.
Wow.
I'm literally talking last minute. Like one was my aunt's, and it just so happened that the dress I was wearing was the same as what her daughters were wearing, but mine was a different color. And they didn't have anybody to walk with her new stepson. So I literally got thrown in the wedding at the last minute, like walking out, like walk Papa down the aisle, walk with him down the aisle. And I did not have shoes. Like it was outside and I had heels on, and it was not like it was on the ground. So my heels were like
digging into the grass.
Yeah. And then the second one was my play sister wedding. Like I was walking inside in front. My mama coordinated the wedding, and her limo had just pulled up. She was in the limo. I was outside talking to her, telling her what my mama said. Walk back inside, literally walk through the doors of the church. My mama said, I need you to walk down the aisle and pull the thing down. We forgot to get somebody to pull a runner down. I was like, wait, what? Threw me in front of the door. They opened the door. I had to roll out the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I still had to be in pictures.
Mm-mm.
I don't remember what dress that was. I said, this don't make no sense. That's 2 weddings I got thrown into at the last minute. That's why you got to make sure if you stay ready, you got to get ready.
Okay.
No matter.
Honey, I don't want to be ready.
Okay. I was talking about, don't throw me in nobody's wedding.
Always gotta come cute. Be ready. That's why you come in there looking like you're part of the wedding party. Just in case.
Nobody just take somebody out. Like if you ain't got somebody to walk with them, they're going like, hey, I need you to be on the side.
I mean,
or
people add people in.
No, or hey, you gotta walk down this aisle by yourself.
Yeah. True.
We just gonna reconfigure the wedding walk. And you walk first. You the best man, then you go head on after him. Okay. you go on after them, and you just gonna have to walk by yourself. Just do your thing. Just take it slow. Just go ahead and walk down. We'll the numbers gonna be off on the pictures, but that's all right because we gonna pivot and move around and just make it work.
Tyrone brought something to mind too. He asked me a question the other night, and I said I was gonna ask y'all. He's like, I didn't do it no wedding thing. I think he heard it somewhere. It was a proposed idea about paid menstrual leave. So apparently somebody's thinking about bringing it into play or proposing the idea of giving women paid menstrual leave because they have females that have horrible cycles where they can barely get out of bed. So that would be a guaranteed week off monthly with pay. So he was like, well, he told me he don't have any, he refuses to put his 2 cents on something that ain't got nothing to do with him. He just wanted to know what I said. And I was like, I can see that because you do have women who have horrible period symptoms. And it's like but the only thing is he was worried about that's just 12 weeks in addition to that's 12 weeks a year. No. Because some women have wait.
It was 28, so it might be more than that. 28 days.
Yeah. So, and he said, in addition to that time off, they would also have all their vacation time. I say, so, like, what's the point? That's why you need other people that's qualified. Like that's what, like in our field, that's what you have PRN nurses for. That's what you have contract people for. I don't understand the problem. Like, I thought it was a good idea.
I mean, I think it works out so every woman in the office is synced up and they period on at the same time. And everybody got the same week off.
Ain't nobody in the office. Nobody.
Ain't nobody working. So it's all good. It's all good. So we all been around each other long enough and now we all synced. And it's the first week of May and everybody's like, all right, put them a period time off. My PTO, period time off. Let me go ahead and punch it on in.
I didn't even realize that went.
The only thing for me is that it'll never happen. Because if they gonna give us a decent maternity leave, ain't no way they gonna give us.
Yeah, because the standard maternity leave, whatever this 6 to 8 week crap is, it ain't enough time. Thankfully, when I was pregnant, I was off for like 3 months. Yeah, I was, and I mixed PTO like leave and like vacation that I had. So I was able, like I had her in September and I didn't go back to work until January. But no, like it and we can't even get enough leave to let your body recover from having a baby. Like I wouldn't even have been able to drive myself back to work in the time that they gave that, would have been normal time for me to go back to work. Like I'd had a C-section. I'm not supposed to be driving on no train or no nothing. Like I'm supposed to be sitting in the house trying to heal, and you trying to tell me I got to be back at work? No, not happening. So yeah, it'll be a long time before we get there, I believe.
I mean, they do it overseas.
Yeah, they do everything overseas.
I mean, they do a lot of things. Yeah, I'm about to say they give adequate maternity leave overseas too. They actually give women. I mean, because technically we don't even have maternity leave. Like it's short-term disability and your vacation time. Like it's not really a maternity leave.
No, it's short-term disability with 55%.
Yeah, they don't give you nothing. I mean, it's really terrible though. That's America for you, I guess. Like you said, I mean, if you had a C-section, that's really, you need to really recover. And then what if you had complications or anything? I don't care.
No.
So ain't no way they're gonna give us time off for having a period. That is not.
It ain't happening.
They ain't gonna happen, period.
That's one thing that actually makes me consider moving overseas. The fact that they even have areas where like they take into consideration like your mental health and mental well-being, so they don't even work full 40-hour weeks. They can just call in and be like, you know what, I need a mental day, or I just need a break, I don't want to work, and they'll
listen. As long as you work in the capitalistic nation that is, I mean, not the nation, but the capitalistic, whatever we are, United States of America, you live within these here states, honey. Okay, it ain't happening. And companies have mental health days, but it's like you got to let me know in advance that you need a mental health day. Like, no, I woke up this morning and I just don't want to be there.
I'm gonna let you know in advance that I feel like I'm about to.
This is my advance. I woke up and today just ain't the day. Like, I might fight all of y'all if I come in today. I think I'm gonna just stay home. I be like that sometimes. Like, I might punch everybody in the face. I need to stay home.
And they'll probably be like, but could you still just come? I mean, could you?
And at that point, you say yes and just black everybody out.
That's what they tell you, but can you still just come? I mean, can you
Is
just
there any way
you still
how about maybe half a day? You just come in a little later?
Yeah, exactly. But we stay to 12.
No, not at all.
The day you go to work and just punch everybody out, I think that's that day that might be considered with the PTO. So then, you technically still might get it off.
Definitely.
You know, they had a woman that got off on for killing her husband or something like that. She got off because she was on her cycle.
No.
Because it mess with your mind. You don't be thinking right. Your hormones are they're just at their peak.
She got off for murder.
How can I be clear when, I'm just bleeding?
Don't give me no ideas.
How am I supposed to know? Okay. How am I supposed to know that you was dying? Okay. You just being dramatic. Okay. All I did was stab you.
I was bleeding.
Okay. All I did was stab you. People get stabbed and live every day. How was I supposed to know that blood wasn't my period blood? Because all I know is that it's just a lot of blood that's happening right now. Everybody just bleeding. And I couldn't put two and two together at the time. I was distressed.
I survived.
Okay, I'm still here. And you was just bleeding for them couple of minutes. I've been bleeding all week. I'm sorry that those couple of minutes of you bleeding took you out. But I'm still here. Been doing it for decades, for 5 to 7 days at a time. And you can't handle a little nick of a knife. Okay. That's all I did, a little nick.
Could have put a pad on. Could have put a tampon in
it. A little Midol, you'd have been all right. But no, want to be dramatic and die.
Y'all know, I don't know if y'all saw, they've been doing studies and they just deemed that period cramps, period pain is they consider it now on the same level as heart attack pain.
Oh wow.
They've been doing a study and I'm serious. I watched the video with the doctor saying it. They've been doing the study for a while and they just saw the correlation between the two and said that sometimes period cramps can be on the same pain level as a heart attack.
Well, it probably depends on the woman.
Yeah.
Depending on who got what, because I told you, I'm an avid believer in birth control and controlling my periods and when I have them and everything else. So,
like you wouldn't get off because
I still take my days off. God damn it!
No, I'm talking like you wouldn't get off for murder. If it was to murder your husband, you could not use that as an excuse to get off for murder because you barely have a cycle.
Ma'am, I can stop the birth control for a second.
That's premeditated.
Yeah, that's true.
Mimi, what you got close to your mic? I feel like you're a little low.
I don't know.
Okay.
They'll see this recording and they'll get me.
Huh?
They'll see this recording and get me.
Right. Mimi, you trying to set us up. What's the topic?
I was just having an open discussion. I will do away with the evidence before
Go ahead and cut the first 19 minutes.
If y'all had the opportunity to move overseas somewhere, I already know you would, Shanti Jordan. If you had the opportunity to move overseas somewhere, would you?
Yeah.
Do you have anywhere in mind that you just say that I think I would want to live there?
I wouldn't mind living in like Dubai or the UAE. I feel like when I went there, it was nice, and it is still it. There's like when I mean, I went to Dubai like 4 or 5 years ago, and they're still like building out the desert. So it's very like modern. Um, and yeah, so it would probably be like Dubai, UAE, United Arab Emirates, somewhere like that.
There's I think there's a black chick with a YouTube channel. I think she documents herself. I'm thinking it's in Dubai or whatever, and she was showing the area, like how it almost looked like rice fields and stuff like that. Everything is just so brown, and it's so nice. It's so pretty. And I
Yeah.
was just showing her house and stuff. I thought it was very nice. I could
Where
see.
would y'all live at?
I would probably want my own private island.
Not the whole island.
Yeah.
Why a whole island? You don't want to be around
It is.
nobody.
No. I want to be able to farm, raise my own stuff, have my own little area, build it all up from scratch. If I want to put a little nice B&B there for extra income, I'm convinced, pay me some money, stay in my little house, that's fine. But I want like separate suites and stuff for my families out there on the water, just my own private island. But when hurricane season and stuff go, we got to come back to the mainland. But probably want my own private island.
Probably like Spain or Portugal, somewhere like that. I've kind of looked into those areas. That's probably where I'd be looking to move. And they have like nice beaches, but they don't have hurricanes with it, so that's nice. No,
That is nice. Yeah.
no, they don't get hurricanes too much of that.
What do they get in lieu of the hurricanes?
I don't know. I don't think they get earthquakes.
There's got to be something else.
It's always something. Yes, it is. It's always something. But I'm not really sure. But I know they don't get hurricanes. That's not something that's a part of
That sounds
their
really
region.
good to be true.
I'm sure they got something everywhere. Get something right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not a tornado or nothing like that. I don't know.
I was about to say a little dust tornado every now and then. That just knock
Mm.
No dust tornado.
Do y'all have anything? This is gonna be a quick little episode, I promise.
Always.
I promise. We're 22 minutes in. Do y'all have anything in your life that you say, I wish I could have did it? Well, of course, everybody got something to say they wish they could have did differently. But do you see a moment in your life where you just say, I could have did this and then just went off on a whole other different course? Like, if I wouldn't have went to nursing school, we could have potentially started doing this and then prepped ourselves for us to move out of country and go, live somewhere and just travel the world, before we just decided to, settle down here and then just work for the man every day.
This is going to sound cliche, right? But I feel like because of like my life and the way things have just like played out with my life from like legit conception to 30, I can't say that like everything kind of panned out the way it needed to pan out for a reason. So I don't know that I could look at the specific and be like, dang, if I had made this choice differently. Like for me, I guess one of the bigger things is me choosing to not go to law school and to move to New York to pursue a career in media. Like my life could have been completely different had I finished school and, went straight to law school. Like who knows what that will look like. So I wouldn't necessarily say that is a regret, because I do not regret my choice of not going to law school and doing what I do. But that would be the only thing that I could really think of, like, maybe life would have looked differently had I done that.
I think what you do is so cool. Like, I mean, I think that'd be like, girl, I'm gonna be no lawyer. That's boring. But I'm serious. But take it from somebody who went to school to be a nurse practitioner. Like, But anyways, for me, The one thing I always would say I regret is that I turned down a full scholarship. When I was I graduated in Baton Rouge. I had just moved down there 1 year, and Southern was right down like 10 minutes away from my house. And I don't know, I just didn't want to go to Grambling. Grambling sent a letter to my house, offered me a full ride, and I did not take it. I was like, what kind of idiot was I when I was in 12th grade? Like, was I, what the hell? What was I thinking about? I mean, I had a partial scholarship to the school that I ended up attending, but yeah, I did not take a full ride. And I look back at that and I go, I need some counseling or something. Somebody should pull me to the side. Remember we was talking about parental guidance? Like that's the parental guidance that the parents should have been like, Shante,
This is
this
what
is
you're
not a
doing.
situation. Yeah, you need to take that.
I know you think you grown, but here's what we about to do. We about to go to Grambling for free.
Exactly. That's what they should have told me. That's what they should. You packing your bags and you're going on up there and gonna be a tiger girl. That's what you're gonna do. So I mean, but like you said, things kind of come together the way that they do. Because I'm sure I wouldn't have met my now husband. I wouldn't have, my life would have taken a different course for sure. I don't know if it would have been a better course or a worse course. I really can't say, but it definitely would have been different. So.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this the other day, and he asked me what I could did I see myself doing anything differently. As far as I still believe I would have ended up with him because I met him early on. But as far back as I went was when I started college. There was just some things that I wish that I would have took some different routes for with school. Like maybe I should have. I said, well, maybe I should have started because I went through like 2 or 3 different majors. Maybe if I would have just started off with, where I ended up, I could have been further along in my career and been further along doing things I really wanted to do. I don't know. Or maybe I could have just, I don't know. I just feel like I'm at a point in my life right now where I don't want to say I'm complacent. Although there's nothing wrong with being complacent, but I know there's always room for improvement. And I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to figure out where I want to improve at. Like I don't necessarily feel like I'm lagging in something, but I know there's something that there's somewhere I want to get to in something.
See, but that's good though, and that's good to be able to like acknowledge because it's easy to get in a place of comfort and comfortability and just live there and entertain that space and be in that space of why do I need to change or do anything different when this is working? Like it ain't really nothing wrong. But then, there are some people who are like, although there's nothing wrong, maybe this could be a little better.
Right.
Or it could shake out a little differently for you. So I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. And then, I think it's interesting because like we're technically still very young, right? And it might feel like we're old, like you got your life, you got your kids, you got your career that you've invested in, but if you look at the overall scheme of like, life expectancy and us being in our 30s and you live in 60, 70, 80 years, we this is nothing. We ain't seen nothing yet. And we're lucky to live in a world where it's never too late. It's never too late to go back to school. It's never too late to change your career. If you want to wake up and say, you know what, I'm about to go get this master's today because I feel like it's going to jumpstart me in my career. So I'm going to spend the next 2 years doing that. Like you can do that at 21, fresh out of college, or you can do it at 35 after you done finished your undergrad, worked your job for 10 to 12 years. And you like, you know what? Like I need something else to level me, to another position in life. Like we still have so much time. Well, I mean, in a grander scheme so much time, and it's crazy the amount of like pressure that we put on ourselves at 30, 31, 32. Like what? Life is just starting. We just starting to really figure out what it is that we want. And even if you take time to sit down and think about people who are like in your field that may be doing things that they want to do, they probably just really reached that point of happiness and figuring it out at like 40, 45, 50. Where they're like, okay, this is it. And I know for me personally, like I can look at people like Ava DuVernay, who in the end of her 30s, you know what I'm saying? Like people like, oh, that's who that is. That's what she's doing. There's the Viola Davises who's like, she's been around. This ain't her first rodeo, but now, you know what I'm saying? Like she's getting the recognition. So we just gotta not put that pressure on ourselves, but then also just don't. It's like it's good that you feel like, you know, I'm at a place where I might feel like I might be getting complacent and, you know, I'm comfortable, but that's not what you want to do. Like that's not how you want to feel, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I feel not saying that I try my hardest, and I don't believe I do this anyway because I know it's completely different. But I feel like with us and the fact that not us in particular, but the time that we live in and the fact that social media is like right there, everybody gonna put on a show. So then you're looking at everything else that everybody is doing. You're like, well, why I ain't got that? Or, you know, I want to do that. And it just seemed like it was so easy. But people, like some people you see, yeah, it just looked like they took off overnight. But other people, it's like they've been doing this for years and years. And the time that you wake up and say, oh, I want to do this is just them taking off when they've been doing this for 10, 12 years. So
Yeah.
we kind of block off the hard work that they put in and just be like, oh, I want to pick up right there and I want to do that. So like you kind of like people just forget sometimes that you can't even just try to mimic other people. Like it's okay to be like, okay, that's nice. That's an aspiration of mine, but I can't take the same steps that that person did because they little walk as they walk, and I got my own little walk to go along. But and then I feel like if you end up that's not your story to tell, and you know you gotta make your own little route and path to go down, because one lesson that they learn from that instant might not be what you were supposed to learn.
And we live in a microwave society where it's like 60 seconds, be done, give me my food. I want it hot, I want it warm, I want a 5-course dinner. 60 seconds, bring it to me, give it to me now. Better be delicious, better be popping, better be everything I never dreamed of. And it's like, I mean, the cow has to be birthed. The cow has to live a healthy life. The cow has to be slaughtered. Gotta cut down the meat. Gotta cook the meat. Like there's a whole process of things that happen before the food get to your plate, and you like,
I think we're gonna milk this cow, and then we're gonna kill the cow.
Listen. We ain't even exactly. We done skip the milking. We done skip all of that, right? Like we just like give me. Let me get it. And it's like no, years of work and hard work, and those are some of the things that we like. One of the things that we don't see, but it's also things that we don't share, because it's like once you reach the goal, then it's like boom, this. But it's not too often that we share those, like, all right, I've been at this for 4 years. You know, I'm getting a little worn out, but you know, I'm still doing it, yada yada. Like you don't see those moments. It's the, you know, the big victory moments. And now it's like, oh, everybody sees that. And that's all you know, all you have to go off of. And it's, you know, there are people who become overnight, successes. And, like you said, Mimi, we see that because of social media, but that's not what it is. You got to put that work in.
I'm about to start playing Lotto.
I thought about it. Girl, let me tell you something. When we was on a plane last week, I was watching My Dream Lottery House. That's the show on HGTV where the people win the lottery and then they get the house of their dreams. Honey, I said to myself, I need to assess my money to see how much I could just put aside and be willing to just, lose until I win. It was this man said, I played for 3 years. And I don't know if he said he played once a month or once a week or what it is. He said, I was on the train and I was like, I want to play the lottery. And he said, I said, universe, just send me some numbers. And he's like, I looked over at this girl. She was on page 67 of her book. I looked at this guy in front of me. The number 4 was on his book bag. I looked at the train number, like I'm making up the numbers, but he's like, I looked at the train number. It was train 13, 67, 4, 13. I looked at my watch. It was 6:11. Okay, 67, 4, 13, 6:11. I'm going to play these numbers. These are my numbers. I played the same numbers for 3 years. Then I hit, I think it was either 7 million or 300,000 a year for life. Give me the 300,000 a year for life. And he said, I played I never switched it. I went and played the same numbers. And I said, you know what? Maybe I need to find some numbers, Jesus.
You need to ask the universe.
Universe, send me numbers.
I'm about to write down some numbers around me.
When I start throwing up gang signs, you better take them numbers. I sent Shanti a text the other week. I saw it, so me and her had just had that conversation. I thought it was hilarious. So when it showed up, the phones be listening.
Yeah, they do.
So when it showed up on my thing, I had to send it to her. It said me waiting for my bestie to become a millionaire so we could quit our jobs and go day drinking every day.
For real.
Doggone well, if I got it, you got it.
Ain't no problem over here.
Ain't no problem.
Okay.
Y'all got it. We good. Everybody gonna be good.
Another round, please. Thank you.
What you doing today? I just feel like laying out. Can we just like get straight? Like I don't feel like doing anything today.
Extra shot in mine, please. Thank you.
Extra shot.
Like, ma'am, it's 10 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock.
Do you want me to get in my jet and go there? Where the time has already changed.
Yeah.
In Italy, they can drink wine all day long. And nobody will look at them side-eye. Nobody will look at them crazy. And that's the place to live. You had it right. Because they shut everything down around noon. So everybody can go take their little siestas and just refocus, regroup, and then go back to work about 2, 3 o'clock. That's my type of environment right there.
You tell
Maybe I need to change it to Italy. It'd be the place to live.
Yeah, I didn't mind a nap in the middle of the day. Like I know I could go debrief and just take a second, like not rush my lunch, not be on a conference call while I'm eating my lunch. I'd be like, I'm sorry I'm chewing in your ear, but
this girl literally be timing her lunch breaks. Like she will sit there, look at the clock and be like, okay, I got 26 minutes. It take me 5 minutes to get to this place. It's gonna take me such and such amount of time to get my food and another so and so. I could be back home to get back online. Like, did you plan any time to eat?
No, I plan enough time to go get my food and be back and eat during the next meeting. What we talking about? Me and me be on the phone. It's 12:27. Boom. Next call is at 1. 33 minutes. Here's the plan. I'm gonna order the food now. It's gonna take 15 minutes for it to be done. It's gonna take me 6 minutes to get there. I'm gonna drive there. It's gonna take me 7 minutes to get back. I'm back by like 12:58. That's enough time for me to get in the house, at least unpack my food, and be at my computer for the 1 o'clock call.
She ain't lying.
And on the 1 o'clock call, I'm gonna enjoy my sushi or whatever I went to go get while I'm on my call.
That's why she needs to be in Italy.
You gotta win the lottery. That's it. That's just
I'm like, we could all just let's just pool our money together, guys, and let's just buy these mega ball, powerball, whatever tickets. I don't know what they call because I don't really know much about the lottery, but let's buy a couple of those and just see what happens.
Somebody told me you could buy them on your phone now. I don't know. My brother was saying something about you could buy. I don't know if it's just the regular lottery, but he said something you could buy. I want to say he said you could buy lottery tickets on your phone. Like it was an app or something for it.
All right, hold on. Jackpot Lottery app?
Mm-hmm.
Download the Jackpot Lottery app.
That's what came up on mine too.
We partner with the official state lottery retailers to buy real tickets on your behalf. See your ticket in the app and get an email with the serial number locking you in as the owner. Let me download this. Jackpot.
Even the Texas Lottery have one though. The
Yeah.
Texas Lottery official app.
Play Texas Lottery online. Official Texas Lottery. It's the lottery. Oh, that's the lottery.com.
Let me see if Jersey Lottery got an app. New Jersey Lottery. Let me see what we got. Entertainment. Looking for lottery winning numbers. Jackpot. Find them all. Features include scratch off prizes remaining. Scan and check your. I don't think you could. I don't know. I'm finna download the app and see.
Let's just say
Yeah, me
download
too. I think we all do. I'm like, let me download this to see what happens. Because that'll make it so much more convenient. Like I won't have to think about it at the gas station. And
I don't gotta find this 7-Eleven that's close, girl. I'm gonna see what Jackpot hitting for first because they got the mega millions and the billions and stuff, and that's what I want. Play the lottery right from your phone. We partner with official state lottery retailers to buy tickets on your behalf. After the purchase, we safely store your physical tickets and upload a photo to your account.
They ain't gonna ask for none, huh?
Prizes, you could transfer your winnings to a bank account or use them to play again. Yes, continue. Auto detect my location so you can find the games in my location. Yes. Allow while I'm using the app. They found 14 games in New Jersey. Do I want to be notified when I win? Why, yes. Turn my push notifications on. Ka-ching is what I want to hear when my money comes through. I need to be able to set that. So it say ka-ching. Do I want to? I don't want promotions and news. No, thank you. Oh, it's not required, but you may miss info on contest free tickets. Okay. Send me the information. Legally acting like a bouncer, but state law requires you to be 18 or older, so scan my ID. Let me just enter this manually because y'all asking for a lot. Ooh, honey, I'm finna.
Ooh, they got the Mega Millions on here and the Powerball for Texas. They got both of them. All right. That Mega Millions at $319 million. Lord.
Please fill the information provided matches your ID. Okay. Ooh, because honey, the Pick Six Lotto, the drawing is at 10:57. The cutoff time is 8:30 p.m. though, and it's at $7.7 million. Mega Million 300. I don't even know if this million a billion. It got so many zeros that I can't even understand. I'm finna play although pick 4 tickets are cancelable when purchased at a retail, they're not cancelable. I'm finna play quick 4.
Y'all, we gotta get to the show.
Huh?
We all sitting here playing the ladder.
You must select a wager type. What's the wager type? Straight. Done. Add to cart. I'm gonna play it. I'm finna be broke. What? What?
You're gonna be seeing numbers all day. Telling us 19, 23.
Ladies, real quick. Y'all silly. But this was a little kickback video, nothing too serious. We had a week off last week. Been hitting serious topics lately, so this was a quick little kickback. So just like
I'm mad we ain't talk about this polygamy.
Oh, that's for next week. I haven't had a chance to watch. I've been
To
trying
watch
to
what?
for the past 2 hours. And
Oh yeah, I did. I want to watch it too.
so that's we're gonna have to say that for next week.
All right.
But until then, like, comment, subscribe. And we'll keep, hollering every week. See y'all next week.
Bye. I'm about to play the lottery.
Okay. Me too.
Wish me luck.